guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Dani Jade, for those of you that are new here. Hope you're doing good. Today I'm going to be doing a peachy sort of makeup look. We're going to be doing eyeshadow, base, everything, full look today. It's nearly summer and with the lockdown easing, I feel like this sort of look is definitely going to be a vibe, especially for June 21st, which is the day after my birthday. Also, I've seen on Instagram and TikTok and stuff, there's that Peaches makeup challenge, so sort of inspired by that as well. Before we get into the video, please go and hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see when I'm going to be next posting and when my next videos come up. Cool, alright, so let's get straight in and get this nice peachy, I don't know whether it's going to be glam, I feel like it'll probably end up being a glam, but let's get this peachy makeup going. Alright, so I'm going to be starting with eyes as usual, so I'm going to quickly put a little bit of concealer onto my eyelids just to prep them a bit. As you can see, I have actually got eyelash extensions on today. One of my best friends did them for me the other day and they look real cute. So make sure you go check out her Instagram page. I'm going to link it below. Now today we're going to be doing some peachy vibes, so I'm going to be using this Huda Beauty palette mainly. I'm going to be using the shade Eden. It's sort of like a peachy orangey type colour, and then I have also got this little pigment pot from Peaches Makeup, which I absolutely love these. I've shown them in one of my other videos I think as well. These are literally so good, so I think I'm going to use a bit of this as well. So I'm just dipping into that orange shade Eden and I'm just gonna rub that and put that over my entire eyelids. See how nice that colour is? It's such a warm, like, peachy colour. I feel like you can use this for everyday looks, going out as like a transition shade, just building up that colour, doing back and forth motions with my brush and just packing that on. I really like this Huda Beauty palette. It's probably one of my favourite ones actually. It's one of my like staple ones. I just take it on holiday, take it if I'm going over to a friend's house. It's like got a good selection of colours in it. The only thing that I find is that the pigment is not as strong. So especially if you've got like a slightly darker skin tone, you've really got to build it up. Which is the only thing, but such nice colours in this palette, and the mirror is great. It's so big. This is definitely a good palette to invest in. One little trick that I sometimes use when I find that like a eyeshadow isn't as pigmented, instead of sort of rubbing it over my eyes to blend it out, I kind of like just pat it on and like pat it into the skin, and that way I find that it sort of stands out a little bit more. You can see that looks really nice as a nice little peachy shade, and of course I've sort of winged it out a little bit because yeah, I like that sort of more winged look. Next I'm gonna just deepen up my crease a little bit, so I'm going to go in with this sort of burnt orange sort of shade on a smaller brush, and I'm just going to take that in the crease just to darken that up a bit and just give it a little bit more dimension to my eyes, mainly in the outer corner as well, and I'm going to bring that out to the side a little bit just to go with this whole sort of winged eye effect. And then I'm just going to go back in with the big brush that I used at the beginning with the peach shade and just blend all of that in together. Okay, next I'm going to be using, oh my god, I feel like whenever I do one eye, because I'm like, I need to learn how to use a brush on my left hand, this bit over here, I don't even know what's going on, like compared to this nice winged out bit. Anyway, Now I'm going to be going in with the little Peaches Makeup Pigment Pot. This is in the shade Space Hopper. It's got like a little bit of a shimmer to it as well. The only thing with these little pigment pots, they are quite messy, but they are really, really good. So I'm excited to use this. They also have this, it's like a pigment glue. I'm just going to take that and put it on the back of my hand. I've got this really flat sort of packed brush. It's a really small one as well, which is great. And I'm just going to mix that on my hand and coat the entire brush. I'm going to just pat some of this glue onto my eyelid. The only thing with eyelash extensions, I find it so hard to do eye makeup without like touching them or like them getting in the way. That's the only issue. But yeah, I'm just packing that onto my eyelid as neat as I can. We'll see how it turns out anyway. So I've taken some of that pigment on my little brush and I'm just gonna go straight in with that and pack it all on my eyelid. Wow, look at that colour. Literally, I love these pigments that Peaches Makeup has. This is such a nice colour, and yeah, I feel like it probably borderline glam, full glam makeup, but you know, you can still wear this day to day. So that is the eyes done for now. Let's quickly do some base. So I really need to figure out how to make my camera focus a bit better and the light to stop changing. Anyway, so I'm going in with a bit of concealer on my cheeks just to start with. I'm just gonna hide any blemishes that I've got for the moment. Before I go in with any foundation or anything, I'm just going to take a cotton pad and neaten up all this eyeshadow and glitter which is under my eyes, and we're going to give a nice sharp line with that eyeshadow like that, just to neaten it up. For foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Blend Super Blendable Foundation. This is really good, so affordable as well. I literally hate buying expensive like foundations and base products, so this one is a really good drugstore one that you can buy. Definitely would recommend. It's not really like a matte finish because I'm not really a matte type of gal, but it's got good coverage. You can definitely build it up and layer it up. Next, I'm gonna brighten up under my eyes with a little bit of concealer. This one is also L'Oreal True Match. It's basically the same as the foundation but a concealer, which is pretty cool. So they go really well together. So I'm just bringing that down the bridge of my nose because I'm gonna contour my nose a little bit as well, and just to darken up under my eyes. And I'm also bringing that up just in line with where the eyeshadow is to give that nice lifted look, but also keep it nice and sharp. The only thing I find with this concealer, it's really good and the shades are quite nice, but it is not as full coverage as some of the other concealers that I've used in the past. So if I do have really dark circles, then sometimes I'll have to go in with like a colour corrector underneath and then put the concealer on top. Alright, whilst I let that set in, I'm going to put some contour on, just with this contour stick. I think it's a Sosu one, and yeah, I love this as well. It's so creamy and it's really, really easy to use because it's a stick. I really like this brush. I haven't ever found like a small one of these sort of brushes. I've only ever found like big ones, so this one is definitely a favourite, and I feel like they've discontinued it as well because I went to try and link it in one of my other videos but it wasn't there. If you find another version of this, this is a Jeffree Star, this is one of the Morphe X Jeffree Star ones. So if you know of another brand that does like a buffing brush, but a little one, then let me know. Definitely would like to try. Okay, I'm going to blend in that concealer now that it has set for a little bit more, and hopefully this will give me a bit more of a brighter under eye. Next, I'm going to set all of that with some setting powder. I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder. Ever since I first tried this, like about maybe a month ago now, check out the video in which I try it. But yeah, since I've been using this, I literally feel like I can't go back to any other powder. It's literally so good. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about this powder. But personally, compared to the one that I used to use before, which was the Collection 2000 translucent powder, this is like a major upgrade. Like, look at the difference between this side of my face and this side. Like, it literally just looks airbrushed, and I haven't like baked or anything. I've literally just gone in with like a light layer on a little brush. So this is definitely my new favourite powder. I've also heard that the HMB, the Holly Boone one, is really good as well. So I kind of want to try that one out. So let me know if you've tried it. What do you think? If you want me to have a go. I also like to set my entire face with a big fluffy brush, and that just gives like a slightly mattified look, sets everything in place so it's not going to move. Alright, next I'm going to bronze my face a little bit, and I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty, I think it's a bronzer, just to give my face a little bit more warmth. I'm just rubbing that in very lightly onto my cheeks just to give them a nice bronzy glow. Because we're going for a more like peachy look, I'm not going to contour with like any cooler shades because I want everything to look nice and warm. I'm going to sharpen it up a little bit with the translucent powder just on a really small fluffy brush, and then set everything with that big beauty blender. Alright, next, to give it an even warmer sort of peachy look, we're going to be using some blush. I have got this palette. It is the Saharan Blush Volume 2. I literally love this blush palette. It's so good. And I think we're probably going to use this one and this one today. And I'm just going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to bring it up a little bit as well. And as you can see, yeah, that is a very, very pigmented. Let's buff some of that out with this big fluffy brush. Okay, and to finish the eyes, I'm just going to go in with that sort of burnt orange shade, and I'm going to line underneath my eyes just to give it a little bit of something extra. And I'm using a really, really small packed fluffy brush. Okay, and then I'm taking a smaller brush and I'm taking some of that peach shade that we used right at the beginning, and I'm just gonna buff out some of that darker product and just make it blend a little bit more. I'm gonna fix up my brows very quickly. Alright, so for lips, I'm going to try and do a sort of peachy lip look. I'm just going in with this lip liner. This is one of the NYX ones, and it is in shade Jerdao. I don't know what that means, but anyway. So I'm just lining my lips. Okay, and then I'm going to be taking this literally bright red, it's more of like an orangey red lipstick from MAC. I'm just going to go in with a very small bit. I'm going to try and blend that out. I'm going to put a tiny bit of concealer I've seen people do this, so we're gonna try it out. And finally, to finish everything off, of course I have to use some highlighter. So I'm going to be using, this is the Anastasia Dream Glow Kit. This is one of my favourite highlighting palettes. I mean, look at all those shades. I am definitely someone that loves an extreme highlighter, and I love this one because they've got different colours. I'm going to be using this sort of peachy one down here. So I'm going to spray my face first with some setting spray. Right, I'm going to take some of that highlighter on a fluffy brush and I'm going to put that. Ooh. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of this on my lips. I mean, look at that glow. I know so many people don't even like this anymore, but I still love it. That is it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this look. Do you love it? Do you hate it? What is your favourite part as well? All the products I will link in the description as usual. Thank you for watching and I will see you again very soon. Bye.